Hi everyone and welcome back to a long overdue unboxing. Today I'm really excited to share with you Baldur's Gate 3, the deluxe edition straight from Larian Studios. So this was announced last year. It was announced like quietly through like news articles around autumn sort of time, but it was kind of re-announced again at the Game Awards or Christmas of 2023. So that's where it kind of saw a spike in orders, and I do regret not ordering it prior to that when I knew about it, because it does mean that this is actually the second batch, the second shipment. I think there are some folks out there that got the first wave like at the start of this year, so it's better late than never, you know, good things come to those who wait. But I'm just very excited to tear into it and check it out. It's a game that's received so much critical acclaim. Lots of people appear to be having a great time with it even still, long after its release. And I feel like I'm missing out. So without further ado, let's tear into it. Before I do, just a reminder and a disclaimer, most information regarding the product, how I bought it, where I bought it from, yada yada, is usually in the description box, so please be sure to check that out. But if you've got any questions after the fact, then feel free to put them in the comments. Anyway, let's go. Here we go. So it's come in like this really shrink wrap, but like a tight wrapped box, and it's just sat there on the top, all good. It's worth noting that I did receive some digital content as well as this in a separate email, so I'll list that in the description box too. But let's just admire the joy that is Baldur's Gate 3. You can see it's quite a fair sized box. It's not too wide. It's kind of like the size of an old school like PC box, you know, like Sierra type things. So it's kind of going for that sort of vibe, understandably so. There we go. And it kind of looks like a book. So we've got pages here. I'm sorry if the camera doesn't want to focus, and I'm sorry that there's probably light bouncing off of it as well. You've got all your normal spiel on the back. Yeah. So, nothing to write home about, but it serves its purpose. Ooh. Let's take this moment to admire how there are no dents or creases or scratches, because, you know, that's the power of packaging something properly. This is actually a slip case, so I'll take that off first, because what you don't realise until you take the plastic off is this is kind of raised, embossed, whichever way around you want to phrase it. So the logo has got texture to it on both sides. Yeah, okay, so, and it's matte, which is good. You know, I think I prefer matte boxes. I'm not too sure why. I think I'm just kind of gravitating towards matte stuff more so than shiny now. Ooh, however, with that said, we repeat the pattern, so it looks like a leather-bound book once again, but it continues all the way around this time. And we've got this very nice gold leaf kind of detailing on the edges. The logo is kind of like printy, shiny, printy, laminate-y, or I don't know what the technical terms are, but it pops. So that's kind of just repeating itself, and I'm pretty sure the back here repeats the back there, just in a different size font. I might be wrong. Pretty much repeats the information. These two boxes here are just more, you know, like buzzwords and what have you, but by this point you've bought the game, so what difference does it make? And then you've got like these in-game kind of images that are also kind of shiny. Very nice. And oh, I'm scared. It's got some clear tape here, and you have to peel it off. But I don't know whether or not it will stick back on, so I'm going to very carefully Oh no, it broke! Oh, maybe this is kind of like a trick. So, for anyone who tries to sell it as new, can't. Because they'll know. Oh. Okay, that was a bit more successful. So, I managed to get the tape off more or less in one piece. Only because I would like to stick that back onto the box for aesthetic reasons. If there's one thing anyone who's been here long enough will know is I don't part ways with the stuff that I buy. I'm not one of those ear scalpers you hear so much about. Right. Okay. So I thought it was going to be like an open up-y thing, like an actual book, but it's not. The whole thing is a hard case. It's very hard actually. Very sturdy, I like it. So inside, oh, I think I have a batch number. So I don't know what QC6 means, but that's me. I am QC6. And the first thing on the top is this. So I think it's meant to look like a letter. Ooh, and it folds out. Ah, so I think this is actually a map of the Baldur's Gate area. So just as a just to be like totally forward, I'm not like a Dungeons and Dragons aficionado by any stretch. So my knowledge of Dungeons and Dragons is pretty, pretty vanilla, very basic. So forgive me if there's things in here that are like super like fan service that might go over my head a little bit. So that was the first item, this cool little like area map. And then the second item is looks like a giant poster. So I'm going to be very careful in unfolding it. So it's quite big. I don't know if I'm going to get it all in frame. Oh wow, that's so cool. That's very pretty. It's upside down for starters. Let's put it the right way round. That's really cool. So we've got like this Cthulhu looking mother. Are they what they called? No. I feel like I should know the name for these, like as just general nerd lore. But I really like the colour palette. I'm really into my purples and blues, so I really like the colour tones, and then it all kind of like pops with the yellow. That will look very nice in a frame. If I had... Oh no, the sticky tape's gotten onto the poster. Very carefully peel it off. No, come on. There we go. This sticky tape is going to be the end of me. Right. So there we go. We have a poster, a very nice poster. And if I had a penny for every single time I said, oh, that's going to look nice in a frame, I'd be rich, because I haven't actually bought any frames for any of the posters and artwork that I've gotten over the years. Frames are expensive. When did frames become so hard to find in the right size, and why the ones that are the right size so damn expensive? Someone tell me. The next couple of items, we've got quite a few sheets of stickers here, so I don't know if this is maybe is this for like if you're making a campaign? I don't know. So we've got some really cute little stickers. So I'm sorry if I don't know the names of all of the like enemy types or race types, flags. So the only thing that I would recognise would be anything Icewind Dale related, and even my knowledge with Icewind Dale's a little bit. So we've got flags, or banners I should say. We then have what I assume will be job class icons. Sorry if that's not focusing. And then we have like little emotes for our characters. So of course we all know Best Boy Asterion. And then who else? I think that's Shadowheart. Am I right? I think that is the infamous Shadowheart. And I feel like I do know the character names, but I have forgotten them because they're not Asterian. And then we have like logos, so of course we're all very familiar with Larian Studios by now, the game logo, and then we've got a few others as well, which I'm sure I'll come to learn more about as and when I play. And then we're not on the last thing quite just yet, but let me show you what the inside of the box looks like now. So once you've taken all those bits off, you're left with a foam case with the game sat inside. And this right here is what I've been waiting for. I've been so eager to buy this physically. And as soon as I learned that there was going to be a physical plus extra goodies, I thought, you know what, go big or go home. I might as well invest in something that's going to hang around for a while. So I'm very looking forward to that. What I'll do is I will crack open the box just in case there's anything inside of it. No codes, but it's actually 2 discs. Wow, I didn't know it was a 2-disc job. So we have a data disc and a play disc. So wow, you don't get many. The only other game in my PS5 library that requires that is Final Fantasy Rebirth. Yeah, so wow, I didn't realise it was that big. So even more interesting still. And then of course for me, one of the most appealing aspects of any physical edition is a physical soundtrack. So we have this bad boy right here. Oh, there's stuff underneath too, we'll check those out shortly. And it's a 3-disc soundtrack. Oh my god, this is so pretty. Right, hold up. So, sorry if it's a bit blurry. We've got the poster design here on the front. This is all matte. We have the track listing for CD 1 and 2 on the back. And then CD 3's track listing is inside here. But check out these discs. Wow. Oh, these are so cool. I have not actually heard much music from Baldur's Gate 3, so I'm guessing it slaps. I hope it slaps. It needs to slap. Because music is life. I'm going to twist these around so that they kind of... There we go, so you can see the designs a bit better now. Let me twist this around. So you've got the party, don't know what that is, and then we've got the bad man there. Oh, that is so cool. I'm looking very forward to putting that on the player downstairs. And then lastly, at the bottom of this box, we have some patches. So we've got some more logos here. Logos that I'm not sure what they represent, but that's cool. I've actually been very much umming and ahhing about buying a plain jacket and doing some patches, which I'm pretty sure I've said that multiple times on this channel, but I really am thinking of doing it. I didn't realise how cheap you could get stuff off Vinted and a decent denim jacket you could get for like £1, so what have I got to lose? So yeah, absolutely, I'm thinking of patching up. So that's the entirety of the deluxe box in its physical capacity. So to recap, we have got a soundtrack, a game, a poster, a map, 5 sheets of stickers and 2 patches. We've got a really good sturdy box to keep it all in. And not to forget that I also received a digital art book. I know a physical art book would have been nice, but I think that was the next version up. So I got the digital art book, which is quite a few pages, and I think I got some in-game bonuses as well. But again, I will pop them in the description below for clarity's sake. As I just alluded to a moment ago, this was just the deluxe version. There was a more expensive version up from this, which is where I decided to draw the line. I thought there's no way I can justify spending that much on a game I haven't played, but also a franchise I haven't played, as I've only ever really dabbled with Icewind Dale. So Planescape and Baldur's Gate and all that good stuff, I've not really dabbled much in at all. So yeah, I decided to be a bit sensible this time and just go with your plain old deluxe. So yeah, let me know what you think. Did you buy this as well? What are your thoughts and feelings? Or did you get the next one up? Was that better than this? Do you feel that the price difference was justified? I'd like to hear all of your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. It's just good to be back doing another unboxing. I know the gaps are getting bigger and bigger now, but that's just the way the market's going right now. I'm thinking of doing a video about that topic sometime in the future, so maybe watch this space for something a little bit different coming to this channel. Thank you to all of those who have watched up all the way up to this point. Thank you to anyone who is a regular viewer and you put up with all of my nonsense, live streams and playthroughs included. If you want to help me out, you can always give the video a thumbs up, and if you're new here you could subscribe, but these are all optional things. You're in no way obligated to do that. Anyway, I've got somewhere I need to be, so I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you again, and hopefully I'll see you all soon. Bye.